Hi, I'm Taylor. Last time, I was in stadium this size. I was dancing in here, wearing a glittery leotard. This outfit is much more comfortable. I would like to say a huge thank you to NYU Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Bill Buckley, and all the trustees and members of the board, NYU's President Hammond Gallatin, Provost Catherine Fleming, and the faculty alumni here today who have made this day possible. I feel so proud to share this day with my fellow honorees, Susan Hockfield and Sumala Gratitude, who humble me with the way they really spend their work with their work. As for me, I'm 90% sure the main reason I'm here with you today because I have a song called 22. And let me just say, I am elated to be here with you today. We can celebrate and graduate New York University class of 2022. Not a single one of us here today done it alone. We are each a patchwork quilt of those who have loved us, those who have believed in our future, those who showed us empathy and kindness, or told us the truth when it isn't easy to hear. Those who told us we can do it, but there's absolutely no proof of that. Someone read stories to you and taught you to dream, and offered up some moral codes, right and wrong, and try you to try and live by. Someone tried their best to explain every concept in this insanely complex world to the child that was you, as you asked Bazillion questions like, how does the moon work? And why can we eat salad but not grass? And maybe they didn't do it perfectly. No one ever can. Maybe they aren't with us anymore. In that case, I hope you remember them today. If they are in this stadium, I hope you find your own way to express your gratitude for all the steps and missteps that have led us to this common destination. I know the word that's supposed to be my thing, but I will never be fight to find a word to thank my mom and dad for the sacrifice they made every day, so I could go singing at the coffee houses, standing up here with you on today, because no words would ever be enough. To all the incredible parents, family members, mentors, teachers, allies, friends, and loved ones here today, absolutely this day, in their pursuit of educational enrichment. Let me say to you now, welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. I'd like to thank NYU making me technically on paper at least a doctor, not the type of doctor that you want around in case of emergency, unless you specifically in emergency that case you desperately needed a song with a catchy hook and intensely cathartic bridge section. Or if your emergency is that you need a person who can name over 50 breeds of cats in 1 minute. I never got to have a normal college experience per se. I went to a public high school in 10th grade, and then finished my education doing homeschool work on the floor of airport terminal. Then I went out on the road for radio tour. It sounds entirely glamorous, but in reality, it consisted of rental car, hotels, and my mom and I pretending to have laughed loud but that during boarding, so no one could want the empty seats between us on the southwest. As a kid, I always thought I would go away to college, imagining the posters hanging on the wall, freshman dorm. I even said the ending of my love story at my fantasy imaginary college, where I meet a great male model, read a book on the grass. With one single glance, we realize we are out together in our past lives. Which is exactly what you guys experience in some point in the last 4 years, right? But I really can't complain about not having normal college experience to you, because you went to NYU during a global pandemic, being essentially locked into your dorm and having to do class over Zoom. Everyone in college during normal stress and our tests, thousands of test scores. But on top of that, you also have to pass like thousands of COVID tests. I imagine the idea of normal college experience was all you wanted to. But in this case, you and I both learned that you don't always get all the things in the bag that you selected from the menu. Delivery service, that is life. You get what you get. And as I would like to say wholeheartedly, should be very proud of what you have done today. Today, you live in New York University and then go out to your home searching what's next. And so will I. So as a rule, I try not to give anyone unsolicited advice unless they ask for it. I'll go into this more later. I guess I have officially solicited in this situation to impart whatever wisdom I might have to tell you things that have me so far in my life. Please bear in mind that I in no way feel qualified to tell you what to do. You worked, struggled, and sacrificed, and studied, and dreamed your way here today. And so, you know what you are doing. You do things differently than I did, and for different reasons. So I won't tell you what to do, because no one likes that. I will, however, give you some life hacks I wish I knew when I started on my dream of a career, navigating life, love, pressure, choices, shame, hope, and friendship. The first of which is life can be heavy, especially if you try to carry it all at once. Part of growing up and moving into a new chapter of your life is about catch and release. What I mean by that is know what things to keep and what things to release. You can't carry on things, all grudges, all updates on your ex, on enviable promotion your school bully got, hedge fund his uncle started. Decide what's yours to hold and let the rest go. Oftentimes, the good things in your life is lighter anyway, so there's more room for them. One toxic relationship can outweigh so many wonderful, simple joys. You get to pick what your life has time and room for. Be discerning. Secondly, learn to live alongside cringe. No matter how hard You try to avoid being cringe. You will look back on your life and cringe retrospectively. Cringe is unavoidable in your lifetime. Even the term cringe might someday be deemed cringe. I promise you, you're probably doing or wearing something right now that you will look back on later and find revolting and hilarious. You can't avoid this, so don't try to. For example, I had to face when I was in Thailand, 2012. I dressed like 1950 housewife. But you know what? I was having fun. Trends, faces are fun. Looking back and laugh is fun. And while talking to the swarm, it really shouldn't. I like to say, a big advocate for not hiding your relationship enthusiasm for things. It seems to me there's a false stigma around eagerness. In our culture, unbothered, ambivalence. This outlook perpetuates the ideas not wanted. The people who don't try are fundamentally more chic than people who do. And I wouldn't know lots of things more than experts on shit. But who's up here? So now you listen to me when I say this. Never be ashamed of trying. Effortlessness is a myth. The people who wanted it the least were the ones I wanted to date and be friends with in high school. The people who wanted the most are the people I now hire to work for my company. I started writing songs when I was 12, and since then, it's been the compass guiding my life. In turns, my life guiding my writing. Everything I do is just extension of my writing. From the directing video to a short film, creating visual of a tour, or standing on the stage performing. Everything's connected by my love of the craft. The thrill of to work through narrowing them down, polishing it on at the ends, editing, waking up in the middle of the night, throwing out the old ideas, because we thought of new the better one, and plot device tie the whole thing together. That's the reason they call it a hook.